sure you check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow One Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. I was listening to Sirius XM Satellite Radio. I think maybe Hip Hop Nation, maybe Shade 45 Eminem station on there. And one of the callers called in and said that Eminem gentrified rap. Let's talk about it. We back. Goodfellas Sports TV. We're in the building. Appreciate the love and support from everybody out there to the channel. And this video going on our music and playlist, music entertainment playlist. But did Eminem gentrify rap? And that's hard to put that on Eminem. Eminem did bring a new crowd into rap. And with the most, I think he sold some of the most records by individual artists in the rap game. And a lot of that is a tribute to he cultivated or he brought together the crossover pop white fans and the black fans, you know, and put them in one melting pot. You know, he's responsible for turning a lot of people, white people, into hip hop or into rap fans and bringing them to the culture. Now, to basically say he renovated rap and tried to, you know, and tried to basically make it commercial is basically what they're saying by Gentrify. Yeah, he played a part in that, but he ain't the only one that played a significant part in that. You know, rap and the hip hop culture in general, you know, is the most poached on culture. You know, you got people from the pop world that come in here and they poach off of it and they pick off of it, and then when we try to galvanize the troops and we need to stand for a cause or boycott something, they the first ones that they go run back to their fucking original, you know, genre, act like they don't want nothing to do with the hip hop culture. Okay, I can't say that Eminem done that. You know, I can't say that, man. Eminem has stood, you know, against Donald Trump. Eminem has stood against the source and the bullshit they be pushing. And they've been hating on Detroit for a while. You know, you go back to the Cheddar Boys. Eastside Cheddar Boys was calling out the source. And yes, I'm from Detroit. So I can't say that Eminem really was a hip hop culture vulture, because he wasn't. You know, he helped Dre renovate Aftermath. Now, if you don't know what happened with Aftermath, pretty much, you know, nutshell, Dr. Dre left all the masters to Suge Knight on Aftermath. I mean, on Death Row. And he started his own record label off. And one of the first artists that he signed was Eminem, and it was the rebirth of Dre with the Chronic 2001. Then he found 50 Cent. You know, then, you know, the Royce 5'9" and the Bazaars, the D12, and Stat Quo. It wasn't, I think his name's Stat Quo. He has the album Stat Atlanta, even though he didn't release under Eminem, because, you know, Stat Quo, whatever his name was, he disrespected Eminem or something. You got to listen to that story. Look it up. So, I'm not going to say Eminem is a hip-hop culture. I'm not going to say he's single-handedly responsible for gentrifying rap, because, you know, one of the dudes on the radio station pointed out that, you know, the Chronic album was huge that crossed over a lot of fans, you know, into rap. The Chronic album pretty much healed LA after Rodney King riots, and it brought a lot of white people to rap. Was that Dr. Dre's intention? I don't think that was his intention. But, you know, his shit still had that NWA feel to it. Creeping down the drag street on D's. I got my Glock ready for niggas take these. You know, I know I fucked it up a little bit, but he still was talking gangster shit. But the twist he put on it was he was sampling the Funkadelics, George Clinton. So a lot of people love that knee deep and shit like that. And then it was just it had a party vibe. So that was heavy into a lot of people crossing over into the rap. And then Doggy Style was another one. It was another one that was heavy into crossing people over into rap. So just to say Eminem brought all these white fans to rap, it wasn't like that. I mean, you got to go back to even before, you know, Master Flash and the Furious 5 and KRS, all that shit, Big Daddy Kane and Rakim and shit like that, and Run DMC. Run DMC kind of started it too. My Adidas, the Bon Jovi song, Aerosmith, excuse me, they didn't want to do that song. You got to remember, they didn't want to do that shit. And he said, don't put it out as a single. And they put it out as a single. So that started bringing white fans into rap. It's a build up. Then you would have NWA. that kind of pushed people away from rap, but white people still was interested. It was something new. That didn't really gentrify rap or Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted, or even Tupac. You know, Tupac and Lips and Strictly for My Niggas and shit of that nature. That really didn't do that. That was some street shit. But when you got to The Chronic was one of the biggest crossover albums, man. That was one of the, when you talking about the best crossover album in rap history, that's amongst the 1, 2, 3 biggest crossover albums in rap history. Bar none. You know? And you got to remember how popular that album was. It helped the whole county heal. LA County. It helped the whole Rodney King, the whole Southern California heal. So you got to remember that. For people say, oh, Eminem is responsible. No, it's a cumulative effort. So it's no issue with that, you bringing new fans in. But when new fans coming in rap, then the essence of rap is lost. You know, just like Lil Wayne. He's responsible for gentrifying rap. And he's the main reason for the rap to go down south. And I don't mean Georgia, Florida. You know what I'm saying? I mean drop down. He's responsible for that whole rock star movement. When he got the Carter 3, that was the birth of Lil Wayne and commercial rap. So before people try to point out and say Eminem gentrified rap, that's cool. But the essence of lyricism was alive with Eminem. Eminem didn't damage the game. He brought a whole bunch of crossover white fans, but then again, so did The Chronic. So did Doggy Style. Sipping on gin and juice. That's the song all white people know. It wasn't their point. It wasn't their sticking point to say, oh, let's gentrify rap. No. All that is the accumulation of gentrifying rap. And when you got a whole bunch of rap fans who don't know the essence of rap, don't know the 5 elements of rap, you know what I'm saying? They don't know about KRS-One, Marley Marl. They don't know about LL Cool J. They don't know about Big Daddy Kane. And some of these people don't know about Tupac, don't know about Biggie, the Tribe Called Quest. They don't know the very beginning, Grandmaster Flash. And then you have rappers that like hip hop, hippie. You don't know nothing about that. You just come in here and say, oh, I think Young Thug the greatest rapper of all time. Or I think Eminem the greatest rapper of all time. Well, your ignorance, when you gentrify something, you forgot what it once was. Like when they gentrified Brooklyn, people forgot you gotta take your sneakers off the train before you walk into Brooklyn. People forgot how gutter it is. Now you go there, and I've been there before multiple times. Now you go there, and it seemed to be a lot of parts of it seem to be safe. So Eminem, at least Eminem, if he helped gentrify rap, which Dr. Dre did first, which Snoop Dogg did, then Biggie had Juicy. That actually brought some crossover fans in, not as much as The Chronic. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to go, blame Eminem, you got to go further back. But Eminem never was a hip-hop culture vulture. Eminem never took from our culture and never replenished it. And I will say that. He never did that. And that's just real shit. And that's the one thing I can salute him on. Think he a top 10, 15, 20 MC of all time. I used to be higher than me, but I couldn't relate to him no more. But I ain't going to sit here and trash the man like he never contributed to the game. He never post off the game and contribute. Lil Wayne is more of a culture vulture than Eminem. Lil Wayne poisoned the game. Lil Wayne impact on rap, look no further. Lil Uzi Vert, Young Thug, Trippie Redd. You know what I'm saying? That's his impact. All that singing and shit and all that bullshit he was doing and, bringing the rock star lifestyle into rap. Eminem has done more damage to hip hop than Lil Wayne has done more damage to hip hop than Eminem can ever dream of. Right now, these cokehead, these codeine, lean, crackhead babies out here, rap babies, they're rapping nothing about drugs and no, they just rap about drugs and getting high. That's Eminem. That's Lil Wayne responsible for that. He made Attic be cool. He made put a nose ring and kissing his daddy cool. People got to remember that. And maybe that's a video I'm going to cook up. Eminem is not responsible for nothing bad going on in hip hop. He was a lyricist. He never changed his stripes throughout the game. As you get older, you do change what you rap about. You do change, but he's never switched up like Lil Wayne went from gangster rap and then he sold out to sell a whole bunch of records. But it is what it is, man. Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1Box to get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Lotions, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, much more. 100% all natural products. Website, promo code, description. You want to make a donation to the channel, that link's in the description as well. Continue to share the video. Blessings to the brothers and sisters. One time for the one time. We go.